people, this episode is specifically for you. Because I hear a lot of people talking shit, saying that if you don't sell 30 cars a month, you suck. And I think that's bullshit. Yeah, so is it me, or does it seem that people have set the measurement for success in the car business at selling 30 cars a month? A lot of general managers I talk to, they say, my sales floor is weak. Like, I really just don't have that 30 car a month guy. Sales trainers, man, they seem to be popping up out there like weeds in my neighbor's lawn. But that's a whole nother episode. The sales trainers are all saying, strive towards 30 cars a month, right? And at the desk, snippy desk dog sales managers all push back with the same bullshit line of, when I was a salesperson, I sold 30 cars a month. I never came to the desk without a deposit. So I pose the question, what really makes a great salesperson? Is it selling 30 cars a month? And if you sell 29, do you suddenly suck shit? Is it your closing ratio, demo ratio, or some other type of voodoo magic statistic that can either be manipulated or changed due to an uncontrollable variable that's in there? Or is it that a salesperson is a team player? He helps out his fellow floor mates by taking care of their B-backs when the B-backs show up on their day off, and he never expects a split deal for it. What about reviews, CSI scores? Man, I could go on and on for hours here with all the different gauges. But to me, it's really simple. You don't gauge a person by whether or not they sell 30 cars a month. And this is coming from a guy who back in the day sold over 30 a month many times. That's because back in the day, which is also when most of those managers I was talking about before and supposedly did their 30 cars a month, it was a totally different world. Basically, back in the day, the fucking internet didn't even exist. There weren't as many dealerships, and customers weren't a quarter as educated about the vehicles in the car buying process as they are today. Plus, those variables I spoke about earlier, they're real. It's almost impossible to sell 30 cars a month in a store that sells 100 in total with 15 salespeople and an up system that counts a stroker coming in looking for a brochure as an up. To me, you gauge a successful salesperson as a guy or gal that always wants to do more. Someone who is always looking to improve. Someone that wants to, never be satisfied with whatever amount of cars they sell. They're always looking to add more units, more gross, more referrals, more reviews. The people that are hardworking, that play to their strengths, right? And that are always self-training and striving to be better. The guys who, don't bitch like a 6-year-old little girl with a skinned knee when a lock-up comes in half an hour before closing. My successful salesperson, that guy did 10 last month and is striving to do 12 or 15 units this month. And is going to do whatever he's got to do to get to it. Just a word of advice here, too, I'm thinking about. Set your goals properly. If you sold 10 last month and you want to set your goal at 100 this month, you're fucking fooling yourself. But if you made 35 grand your first year in the car business and you want to get yourself up to 205 years, now you're talking. And 200 grand, that can be achievable. So it's all relative to the market you're in, the store that you work at, and the product you sell. But most of all, it's you, your work ethic, your hustle, your determination. Most importantly, it's your state of mind that's going to determine whether you're going to settle for whatever you put on the board or if you're always going to strive for more. And honestly, that to me, that's success in any field.
Baby, when you say my name, when you say my name, when you say my